Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Remain quiet for the minute of silence.
Good morning, Chantilly. I'm Javaria Zulfkar.
And I'm Josh Thomas. Today is Monday, November 11th, 2019.
Every year on November 11th, we observe Veterans Day, where we thank and honor those who serve for our country. Thank you for your service.
And now, to your morning announcements.
Today is an A Day with LS2 and CT. Tomorrow is a B Day.
The college word of the week is deferred admission. This means your application will be reconsidered and a decision will be made at a later date, usually after your second quarter grades. Early action can be deferred to regular decision.
Ms. Grenier will be giving presentations on how to pay for college during CT today and Wednesday in the Career Center.
Chantilly will host 3 on-site admission events this week. Longwood University today, Mary Washington University tomorrow, and Virginia State University on Friday. Visit the Career Center for more information.
Many Chargers have been impacted by those that have served in the armed forces. Let's hear what Veterans Day means to them.
Every day, members of the armed forces and their families make sacrifices for our country. On Veterans Day, we honor all that they have done and all that they continue to do.
My dad is in the Air Force. When my dad enlisted in the Army, I was not even born. But obviously it's had a really big effect on my life. My name, which is Samara, it comes from where he was fighting in Iraq. So the hardest part of my dad being in the military is that it still really affects him to this day. He has PTSD and he has to get surgery because of how being in wars and things like that affected his body physically, and also it just affects someone mentally being in that type of situation.
I am the proud wife of an Army veteran of 26 and a half years, retired Colonel Linus E. Downs. He went into the Army following graduate school. He had been in ROTC, and shortly after he went in active duty. So thus began 26.5 years of moving around to Germany twice, to North Carolina, to Missouri, to New Jersey, to Virginia. And obviously, we settled in Virginia. I am extraordinarily proud of his service to our nation. I'm very proud that I was a military wife. I don't regret one moment of it, even him leaving for Vietnam on the due date of my first baby.
What made me want to enlist? So I didn't enlist. I joined ROTC out of college. I have 2 brothers that are in the Marine Corps, and they kind of inspired me. And at the same time, I didn't want to wake up 10 years from now and wish I had done something. Right? We're in the middle of 2 wars. And I didn't want to be my age now and look back and be man, I really wish I had joined the military. So that prompted me to go enlist of sorts. What does Veterans Day mean to me? Honestly, the day itself, for me, doesn't have a ton of meaning because almost every day is Veterans Day, right? It's a huge part of who I am. But I think it's an important day in the sense that it brings awareness to veterans, right? It brings awareness to the hundreds of thousands of soldiers that are still out there, the wars we're in, and it gives people still serving an acknowledgement that they still matter. And while it is nice after the fact, right, to be recognized, ultimately, people don't do it for the recognition, but it is nice, once a year that people still remember, hey, we're still, we're still in 2 wars, the military is still an important part of our country.
To all the members of the Chantilly community who have served, thank you for your service. This has been Summer Colati for the Nightly News. Now back to you.
Thanks, Summer.
Well, that's all we have for you today, Chantilly. This has been Javaria Zulfikar.
And Josh Thomas. And remember, Chargers, if you know anyone who has served, be sure to remind them they are appreciated.
And we'll see you tomorrow.